And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It's caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish trying to do that. First quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Roethlisberger, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Now Michael Vick and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for you.
And got his man complete. Right there. And even 40 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Runs through the contact. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. On play action, Vick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end, and it's caught. Touchdown. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about. Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Ben to throw again. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And juke this time. All right, you did it. You got the keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, The Coach.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 70 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
48 for Mike. Come off the ball. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
On first down, Flacco. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is fielded at the 7. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will have a touchdown. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge.
And now the offense getting set, first and 10.
I got you.
Vic goes play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Now here's Vic. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, some confidence and let him knock.
Carey loses the football. It's going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Corral. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, here's Corral. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Odell Beckham Jr. A big play there. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Michael Vick, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard 2-point calls, and you have to prep against them. And they did their prep well on that one.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
On 1st down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 56 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now they got the touch. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That a 92-yard kick return. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now a toss coming right side. It's Allen, and he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. There's Vick. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 49 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And incredibly, now a hit and a loose football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack on first down, Vick rolling to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Vick readies to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Carr now on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Crowell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here comes Michael Vick now leading his offense back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He'll let it go deep. And this is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing Vick. He'll buy some time right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Oakland ready to take the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And now running right through it. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Up over the top. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, eluding the tackle. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. I heard a coach talk about those late in the half.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them. This, yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown him a little bit.
Carr now on 1st down. Incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Another try after the first down sack. Vick, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, I feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And there he goes again. 30, 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that. Play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Vick. And it's caught. Touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Crowell, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Crowell on the catch. And I think the ball's out. It's going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa able to get him for a loss of about 3. To try again after the sack. Vick, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And a huge play that time. 63 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the... And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Badgley now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, it's Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Michael Vick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And they rattle off a big one. And even 60 yards. The quick slant caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. DJ Chark. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw, Vick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a completion to Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now off to the races down the right side.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And finding the tight end, Wilson. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
The game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Carr, a screen complete to Crowell. And Crowell lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Steps away. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Tried to sneak in that corner, get to the pylon, but couldn't quite get there.
Denied by the defense. Trying to get there, just 1 yard short.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether...
And this is caught! And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This will be taken in at the 1. Able to slither by. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2000...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available,